Well, welcome back to the shed. Glad the Freeview video seems to have met with approval thus far. Funny how these things do go wrong. But there's a peculiar thing here. Now, this is a Hanimex 8-track amplifier cum receiver thing. And quite well made in its time. Very similar to other products badged as Hanimex, and I know that for a while Toshiba products were badged as Hanimex over here in England, certainly, so perhaps this is the same thing. It certainly has very many of the same components, or did do in its native state. The original Governator motor on it packed up some while ago, and I've replaced it with an electronically controlled motor, and that there is the speed set for it. The owner, when he got it back, was puzzled to find apparently the radio didn't work at all, and the only thing I can think of is that somebody has dropped this during transit, as he brought it back down here when he came the other day. James came down to see me over the weekend, completely out of the blue, and this is the radio board here. And what had happened was that this whole thing was pushed inwards. Well, it didn't matter on here and there really, and on that bit, but it certainly did matter here, because it broke no fewer than the 3 traces. If I can find something to point with. There was a breakage here, and a breakage there, and a breakage here, and then up in this corner a little resistor was also broken off its trace, and these connections here were rendered inoperative, so the aerial connection for FM wouldn't work at all. That's what that is. It's a rudimentary FM aerial I've rigged up. So after very carefully super gluing the board back together and putting it all back into alignment, only then was I able to resolder these traces here. Yes, we know, yes, we know you're a poor starved thing and nobody ever feeds you, as if. Pigs might fly too. But the upshot of it is that all seems well now. It's had quite a number of modifications, this unit. For a start, there's LED track illuminator lights now. But the strangest thing of all was, when I turned it back on, having done the repairs, the first thing to come through the speakers was the old Motown tune, "You Make Me Feel Brand New." How about that? And they say that these things have no feelings, don't they? Well, I'm sure that was this thing's way of thanking me, maybe. Because when I first saw the damage, I wasn't really that sure that anything could be done about it at all, because it did look rather iffy, and of course they rely on all this being integral, as it should be, to maintain the tension on the string there that turns the tuner here to change your radio stations, don't they? So yes, you could say that that board is rather crucial. Oh, very old-fashioned construction within. There's my LED track selector board, and a similar setup there for light bulbs for lighting up the radio dial. Machines had a new belt being overhauled and so on and so forth, and it does make you wonder, doesn't it? If only people would be more bloody careful, because you pay enough to get this stuff shipped to the owners when it's repaired, and I do bloody wish they'd take more care about it. And how would they like it, for example, if their prized item arrived damaged and partially unusable? Oh well, there we are. That's just me being an old fart again, isn't it?
If you look at footage of what Britain was like in the early 70s, it was
There we
slightly
are.
on the grey side.
And as you can see, turning the tuning knob is now having the desired effect.
Oh man, and Britain is not long.
Not a very good night for pulling in much here today.
Now, ever felt you just can't get the words out?
Possibly whether these pop stars were boys or girls anymore, you couldn't even be sure what planet they were from.
Really looked strange as eyes.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Looked strange.
Didn't know he was an alien. No, I didn't want to believe he was an alien. I went to see him very...
Well, that makes as much sense as anything else they come out with nowadays. But there you are. Well, if you come to inspect it, well, I shouldn't get too near it, or it might be Kitty Cat and Mitch Spitzenspark. Yes. Although there's no telling him that. Meow. Come on, Gabby. There we are. You can tell he's a Siamese. Very, very vocal, and certainly lets you know if he wants anything. I think what he wants at the moment is even more cat treats. Yes. Oh well, put this thing back together again, and see you next time.